Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Madison Hill, and full disclosure, this is not the pop-off I had planned for you today. If you watch my Instagram stories, I filled you in on the fact that I was having a pop-off coming out today about some TikTok drama. I'm still gonna upload that video. I'm just gonna upload it tomorrow because Miss Taylor Swift has come through and responded to Scooter Braun selling her masters, oh shocker, without her knowledge. This is something I'd been hearing grumblings about all day, but I wasn't entirely sure what was going on. There was a lot of conflicting information out there, so I did not want to talk to you guys about it until I knew exactly what was going on. And now, thanks to some unbiased reports, I'm not looking at you, TMZ, and Miss Taylor Swift, we know exactly what's going on, and it's that Scooter Braun is absolute trash, which, are we even surprised? Again, I don't have my full bottle or my shambong because Mama Hill and I were actually just clinking and starting our evening, but this takes precedence. I need to pop off about this real quick. So let's talk about the whole Taylor Swift responding to Scooter Braun situation. All right, let's go ahead and unwrap the facts. So in case you missed it, last year, Scooter Braun ended up buying all of Taylor Swift's masters, her catalog of songs from her 6 albums when he bought Big Machine Records. This was a really big deal because this was done without Taylor Swift's permission. This is when she went on Tumblr. She called out Scooter Braun, she called out Justin Bieber, all of that jazz. Now we got to 2020, finally the year when Taylor Swift could re-record her old masters. We thought everything was great. We thought we were finally gonna be able to give Scooter the big middle finger that he deserves. And then Scooter Braun went ahead and proved that once again he is absolute garbage and sold all of Taylor Swift's catalog of songs to another buyer for $300 million. It's worth noting that the deal also includes some of Big Machine's other clients, including Sheryl Crow, Florida Georgia Line, Thomas Rhett, Rascal Flatts, and I don't know what they're called now, but Lady A, formerly known as Lady Antebellum. The key point though is that the label will remain under Scooter Braun and Scott's control, meaning that at the end of the day, Scooter Braun is still going to get a payday, even though he did technically sell Taylor's masters and all of her catalog of songs. Now, because of this information finally going public today, Miss Taylor Swift decided to come through and give us her thoughts on the situation and essentially shed some light on what the actual truth is, because we know Scooter Braun is not known for telling the truth. And again, some biased media outlets in his pocket are also not known for telling the truth. So here is Taylor Swift's statement that she put on social media. She said, "I wanted to check in and update you guys. As you know, for the past year, I've been actively trying to regain ownership of my master recordings with a goal in mind. My team attempted to enter into negotiations with Scooter Braun. Scooter's team wanted me to sign an ironclad NDA stating I would never say another word about Scooter Braun unless it was positive before we could even look at the financial records of BMLG. So I would have to sign a document that would silence me forever before I could even have a chance to bid on my own work. My legal team said that this is absolutely not normal and they've never seen an NDA like this presented unless it was to silence an assault accuser by paying them off. He would never even quote my team a price. These master recordings were not for sale to me." I'm sweating. "A few weeks ago, my team received a letter from a private equity company called Shamrock Holdings letting us know that they had bought 100% of my music videos and my album art from Scooter Braun. This was the second time my music has been sold without my knowledge. The letter told me that they wanted to reach out before the sale to let me know, but that Scooter Braun had required that they make no contact with me or my team or the deal would be off. Shady freaking Shaderson. As soon as we started communication with Shamrock, I learned that under their terms, Scooter Braun will continue to profit off my old musical catalog for many years. I was hopeful and open to the possibility of a partnership with Shamrock, but Scooter's participation is a non-starter for me. It's a freaking no for me too, dog. Oh. I've recently begun re-recording my older music, and it has already proven to be both exciting and creatively fulfilling. I have plenty of surprises in store. I want to thank you guys for supporting me through this ongoing saga, and I can't wait for you to hear what I've been dreaming up. I love you guys, and I'm gonna keep cruising, as they say, Taylor." Then she went ahead and included, for clarification and transparency, I can't even speak, I'm so frustrated, a letter from this private equity group who had bought her masters from Scooter Braun. And as you can see in the letter, she basically tells them she was really, at first, excited to be able to start a partnership with them. She was already thinking of ideas on how they could work together. But once she found out that Scooter Braun would still be profiting off her music through this deal, she obviously wanted no part in it. And obviously we cannot blame her for that. So yeah, although you can already kind of tell how I'm feeling, we're gonna go ahead and pop off real quick. One more sip to really just bring down my blood pressure, and I'm sorry for my upper lip sweat. You guys know this happens to me when I get very passionate and frustrated, and I've been a Swiftie for many years. Essentially, to me, I think that this only proves the one thing that I have consistently said on this channel, that Scooter Braun is absolute garbage. He is the lowest of the low, for me anyway. I think it is mind-boggling to me that he could pull a stunt like this after all of the backlash he got last year, after all of the hate. The fact that he had the balls to go ahead and sell her masters again without her knowledge, again when Taylor Swift is saying, give me a freaking price and I'll pay you, he went ahead and sold them again. I just cannot believe this. Honestly, the whole thing about him wanting her to sign an NDA before even giving her a price, that is not surprising to me. Scooter Braun is an absolute snake, and he knows that Taylor Swift really cares about having her word. She cares about having transparency with fans. She cares about being honest. And so the fact that he wanted her to sign the NDA before anything is honestly of no surprise to me. This is just one other reason why I love Taylor Swift, because she doesn't take anyone. She doesn't give a shit if it's Scooter Braun, if it's someone who is one of the biggest executives in the music industry. She's not taking anyone. I know I'm not making any sense, and I just sound like somebody who is a Swiftie, totally fangirling for Taylor and just hating Scooter Braun, but truthfully, that's just how I feel ever since this situation happened. If you've watched any video on any platform where I've talked about this, I have felt very strongly that all artists should own the rights to their music, and I think Taylor Swift gets a lot of backlash for being whiny, for playing the victim, for screaming, poor me, oh woe is me, but I think people are missing her message. That's not what she's saying. She, yes, is bringing attention to her situation, but she also wants to help other artists. And the only way she can help other artists from also experiencing this situation is by speaking out about it. Look at Kanye. He's been on Twitter this whole past couple months whining and crying about how he doesn't own his masters. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, I understand where Taylor Swift was coming from now. This is something that every single artist has dealt with. And Taylor Swift is just now being one of the spearheads, I guess, of a campaign to make sure that artists do have rights to their own music. I just don't know how anyone would want to work with Scooter Braun or be associated with Scooter Braun after this. Like, truthfully, that is what's mind-boggling to me, is that this man is still making millions. And you know what sucks? He's still going to profit off her music. We'll probably find out more information in the next couple of days. I'll keep you guys updated. Make sure you're following me on Instagram. That's where I do mini pop-offs every single day of the week. So if there's any little update on the situation, for sure you'll probably find it on my Instagram first. So make sure you're following me on there. And I'm so sorry this is all over the place. I literally saw Taylor's tweet. Like I said, my mom and I were getting ready to have some shams, and I ran up here and was like, we must discuss. So I'm sorry that this was all over the place. Basically, to wrap everything up, Scooter Braun absolutely sucks. He is the worst. Like I said, he is absolute trash and garbage. I cannot think of any other, well, I can think of other words to describe him, but I don't want to get too messy. But yeah, I can think of a lot of words I would like to use to describe Scooter Braun. And two, I hope that people don't look at this as Taylor Swift playing the victim or trying to bring sad attention to herself. She's literally just trying to educate people on the ridiculousness that she has been experiencing in this industry at the hands of Scooter Braun. So let's just count down until Taylor Swift releases those re-recordings and those surprises she has in store for us. All right, please like this video, subscribe and click the notification bell, and look out for the TikTok video tomorrow. All right, bye guys.